Hey, this is René, welcome back to another video on this channel, and today we will talk about the scalping project Expert Advisor. This is a project that I started about a year ago, and lately it's not going too great, but if you know me, you know I'm the one that is always trying to keep it honest. I'm not shy to also talk about the bad things or worse experiences that I have with trading. And here we will have a detailed look on the scalping project Expert Advisor and see what's going on in the live trading lately. So first of all, if you do not know this Expert Advisor, you can check out the channel and just search for Scalping Project EA. I made a lot of videos about this. Some of them got really quite a lot of views. So I know that a lot of you guys are still familiar with the strategy and know what I'm talking about. So let's have a look at the program itself. So as you maybe know, I started this project about a year ago, and we can see all of this here in the live trading account. You can see this is an account that I opened only with one purpose, to trade this scalping project Expert Advisor. And this was a project where I was just curious if scalping strategies can actually work in a live trading account, because scalping strategies tend to work great in the tester, because there you do not really have the negative influence of slippage and these kind of things. But in the live trading, of course, you will have slippage and it will drag your performance down. So what we see here is in October 2022, I opened this account with a balance of €200. This is a live trading account that I opened for this Expert Advisor. I made a lot of trades, and now I'm still trading this account, and this account is still trading. Now it's about 1 year later, a little bit more, I would say, one year and a half, a month, and we can see that it is down €50. So it's down 25%, but this hasn't always been the case. So if we have a look, for example, at the signal for this program that I also created, and which is still active and alive, so you can search for the signal on MQL5. Again, I'm trying to be honest here with the strategy. When I started this, I said, I do not know if this will work, but let's just do this project together. So what we can see here is, like, in the beginning, it worked just fine. So the program, I mean, now it's down 25%, but in the meantime, it was up nearly 40%, 36.78% was the peak, I think. And at this moment, I really thought that scalping can easily work in a live trading account. And we will get to this point. It can work, definitely. And I will show it to you in this video, but it's not as easy as it looked at this point. And from this point on, it was a lot of ups and downs. So a lot of downs, a really strong recovery, but then from this point on, it was really not looking too great. And there are always moves that are looking good. So in the meantime, there are always recovery moves with 10% recovery or something. But then often we see one or two big losing trades that drags the performance down heavily. And this is what today, again, there were two big losing trades which made generated a loss of 16, nearly 17%. And this is, of course, not great for the overall performance. So we will have to look at where this is coming from. And first of all, what I want to do is, so I want to skip this video in 3 parts, I would say. So first of all, we will have a look at the strategy overall and what, like, getting you into perspective, what happened 1 year ago. This is what I did until now. Now we will have a look at the actual comparison of the Euro-US dollar chart and the USD Japanese yen chart, because I'm trading the same strategy on 2 charts. The settings are a little bit different. So in the scalping project EA for the Euro-US dollar chart, I use these settings in this live trading account. So you can see we're trading buy and sell trades, we're trading the 1 hour time frame and a bars end period of 10. Then we're trading a percentage of 5% of the account with every single trade. TP is 200 points, SL is 200 points, TSL trigger points is 20, TSL points is 10. And we use this time filter, so we do not trade overnight. Also, we do not use a drawdown monitoring or anything. These are the settings for Euro US dollar. For USD Japanese yen, they're exactly the same, but have a look at the TSL trigger and the TSL points, because there's the only difference. Here we use a TSL trigger of 40. So actually this is the only difference that we have. So at this point, if you're wondering what this strategy is all about, maybe we should have one quick look at the strategy itself. And whoops, therefore I'll have to open my MetaTrader tester here, because I can quickly simulate testing here, and we will do this with the USD Japanese yen. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So what is happening is that this strategy trades breakouts over and under the last highs and lows in the chart. So what we can see here, the last relevant low is this one. So we see a sell stop order here, and TP and SL are 200 points away. Now the EA just waits for the price to hit this order and execute the order. Also, if we see a important high, we will also place a order at this high. This is what we just saw here. So now we also have this buy order. So once a order is executed, this is what happened here. You can see we did not hit the actual TP, which was 200 points away, but instead we will then use this aggressive trailing stop that we find in the settings here. And this is what I explained before. For Euro USD, it's currently 20. And for USD Japanese yen, so it is 40. So once the trade is 20 or 40 points in profit, a really aggressive trailing stop will trail with the distance of 10 points after the current price. And this is what's happening. So you can see there again, we will now take this low as a significant low, place the order, and then we will just wait for the order. Aggressive trailing stop comes in and catches the profit. So now let's get back to the actual analysis of this account. Again, this is always the same live trading account, started with 200 Euro US dollar or euro in this IC Markets account. So I now took my Trade Buddy tool to take all the trades from here and put them into my Trade Buddy trade analysis tool. This is what we can see here. So here you can see this is the graph. It should be pretty similar to the graph on the MQL5 signal. There are really small differences, because in the first, I think 5, 6, 7, 8 days, I traded a little bit different with the TSL points. But for the rest, for the 11-month following, it should be completely the same strategy or the completely the same trades. So you can compare. Of course, here the loss, it's 49.38, and this is exactly the loss that we have here. So these are the exact same trades. This was a little bit confusing. The trades are the same on the signal, but it was not always traded with these 20 TSL trigger points for Euro USD and 40 for USD Japanese yen. I think in the beginning I made it 35 for both of these markets, but then I changed it like after 10 days or so. So this is these are the actual trades in this account. And in the Trade Buddy tool, which is a great and useful tool, and you can get it for free, check out the link in the video description, we can filter the trades. Because my question was the strategy bad in Euro USD and USD Japanese yen, or maybe was it only one market? So what I can do here is now I can filter, and I want to filter the symbols. So I want to say now, for example, I just want to filter USD Japanese yen. So if I filter this, you can see now we only have the USD Japanese yen trades here. And this is super interesting, because we had a loss of nearly 80 euro in only USD Japanese yen. Also, the performance graph is looking really bad. On the other hand, and this is the interesting part, this means since this loss is bigger than the overall loss, Euro US dollar made a profit, right? So if we filter this, we can see Euro US dollar is actually up. It's up 29 euro with a quite good profit factor. So we can see that even though USD Japanese yen was really terribly bad, the strategy was still profitable in the last year in Euro US dollar. And this is really interesting, or was interesting to me when I did this testing comparison before I record this video. So we can see that, I mean, we have two markets, same strategy, a little bit different settings, but it works better in EURUSD. And we can later try to think about the reasons for this. Maybe it was just luck, maybe it was because of the settings, maybe it was because EURUSD has more liquidity. I don't know, but what we can see here is it's actually, or it was profitable in Euro US dollar and it was unprofitable in USD Japanese yen. And yeah, I mean, overall, we all know how this looks now. There's the loss that we have because of USD Japanese yen. Now, as a last big part in this video, I want to do a really important thing, and I want to compare the live trading performance in Euro US dollar and USD Japanese yen with the performance in the tester. Because when I made the decision to run this in a live trading account, I first of all, of course, tested this. So what I want to do now is I want to make the same test starting on the 6th of October 2022. So let me go here, 6th October 2022 until the current point of time here. And no, don't want to see the source code. And here I will now test this with the settings that I use in the live trading account. So it's 40 as the TSL trigger points for USD Japanese yen. So if I now go ahead, and we don't really need the visual mode, and make the test, we will see the graph here, and this graph should look similar to the graph for USD Japanese yen in the trade buddy, right? Because this is the exact same period. So we should see the exact same trades if the test is accurate, like we saw them in the live trading account. And this is, this is really interesting because here we can already see the test is going way better. So you actually, it's really hard to compare these two lines, I think. I mean, in the beginning, of course, it was also great for the first, 30 trades in the live trading account, which is always here in the trade buddy. But then also after the first, let's say 30 trades, it's still looking too good in the tester. So yeah. So let's figure out like maybe where this point here was. Wait, let me hover over here. So we should see a small tooltip. So this was the end of November 2022. Until this, it was all going great in the live trading account. And in the tester, we see November 2022. It was somewhere here, I think, or maybe even here. So we can see it's just way better in the tester. And it's like the testing results are not reflecting the actual live trading results. And then again, maybe we can have a look at this point again. So this was beginning of February 2023. And in the tester, it was somewhere here. So you can see like the tester, it just doesn't have the big drawdown periods that we have in the live trading account. And that's actually terrifying because the testing result is way better than the actual live trading result. And there could be many reasons for this. I tried to explain some of them before. Like in the tester, we don't really see that much slippage. And this is a strategy, and this is really important to understand. This is a strategy that uses stop orders for the entry and the exit. So you have 2 points where you can have a big amount of slippage, and this will drag your performance down dramatically. So, I mean, you cannot really compare these two graphs, right? Oh, and of course, maybe I should have traded with 200 euro here. This could make a difference, but I think like overall it will not really make a big difference, and it should still look really similar. There are just some rounding differences, I think, but the overall performance will be really similar. So we can see testing results were way better in USD Japanese yen, and I will quickly wait until this test is finished with the actual realistic initial balance, and then we will have a look at euro-US dollar. Okay, so test is finished now with a realistic starting point of 200 euro. But I mean, of course, the graph is the same, just the numbers are different. But you can see this is not looking like 70 euro loss, right? So yeah, I think I was able to make my point here. So let's have a look at euro-US dollar. So of course, I will have to switch the TSL trigger points to 20. Rest is completely the same backtesting period and everything. And let's give it a go. So here we can have a look at the graph, and this time we'll compare it to the graph of the euro-US dollar of the live trading account. So this was the performance in the live trading account, and now we will compare it to the performance in the tester for the same period. And again, I mean, of course, this was to be expected. It's looking different. So in the end, we will see how big the difference is, and then we can try to find a conclusion for this project that lasts for 1 year now. And I have to decide if I want to continue with this, if I want to make changes, or yeah, at least we can all take some learnings away from this, I think. So let's just wait until this is finished. But yeah, we can see the tester is, again, it's way better. The performance is 5 times as big as in the live trading account, I would say, or even more, 6-7 times as big currently. And yeah, I mean, you just cannot really compare these two graphs, I would say. So what are the takeaways? The takeaways are that when you have strategies that are working with really small distances for TP, stop loss, trading stop, whatever, you just cannot trust the tester, because slippage has a really too big impact in the live trading account. It will never be the same. I have different strategies that only trade 1 trade per day, and they do not have these small distances for TP and SL. And with these strategies, it can be really similar, actually. Like the testing results can be really similar to the actual live trading results. But this does not work for a scalping strategy like this. And this is, yeah, why just the live trading performance is far worse than the performance in the strategy tester. You cannot really compare it. Still, scalping strategies can be profitable. This is what we saw in the euro-US dollar only, but overall, it's just really tough to scalp in a live trading account, because you have the commission, which is usually big because of high or big position volumes. You have slippage, which is the biggest impact, I would say. And this is what I saw when I had a look at the live trades here. Like, I mean, if we just have a look at these trades here, we saw this trade here, for example, and this was actually stopped out like 200 points from the entry. But here you can see on this trade, there was a slippage of like 50 points with it, which is, yeah, just, wait. This was the buy trade, this was the sell trade, so we will have to compare it like this. Yeah, okay, but it's correct. I mean, these are like 50 point slippage, and yeah, so the loss is 25% bigger than it should be. And this is something that you do not really see in the tester. So yeah, you should just be really careful if you try to trade scalping strategies or any small time frame, quick in and out strategies in a live trading account. So this is what this project here shows after over 1 year of trading live. And I hope I was just able to explain 1-2 things. So we are all learning with these projects, and this was really interesting for me, and I hope it was a little bit helpful for you too. So now I'm still left with a decision what I'm going to do with this scalping project EA. So I could still run this account for 1 more year. That's probably what I will do, because I mean, the money is not really a factor here. This is what why I only made this 200 euro account. I don't really care about the 200 euros, of course, because it's not a lot of money. But still, it doesn't really make sense to trade a strategy that is continuously losing. So what I could do here is, and I think I will do this, I will change the TSL trigger points for USD Japanese yen to 20. Because this might help us to secure some profits, so the trades do not turn into negative trades after they've been in profit for some points. So now with this change, the settings are completely the same for Euro US dollar and USD Japanese yen. So from tomorrow on, I will trade with these 20 TSL trigger points in USD Japanese yen also, and I think I will just keep this account active. I mean, it's running on my server anyway, so I don't really have a lot of work with this, and I will just observe how this goes. Maybe the performance will be a little bit better, maybe it will be worse, but in the end, this is just interesting for me to learn and to see how these scalping strategies actually perform in a live trading account. Maybe I will make such a video again in 1 year. Maybe I won't, but this was a quick update on the scalping project EA, and I just wanted to give you this update because 1 year ago I was making a lot of videos where I told you that this is this strategy was performing great, and at that point it was performing great, but I think it's just necessary and just honest if I do a video like this 1 year later where it's not looking as shiny as it was 1 year ago. So I hope you were able to to make some learnings in this video. I definitely was in the last year trading this project account, and yeah, it's just that in the live trading account it's not as easy as it is in the strategy tester. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Maybe you used this EA and only traded Euro US dollar or only traded GBP USD or something. This is something that I never did. So maybe you can also share your experiences, and maybe you just changed the settings even more and traded with maybe bigger distances for TPSL and the bigger TSL points input, and this will of course change the outcome. So yeah, let me just know what you think about it in the comment section below. So thanks for watching, have a great time and good trades. Bye bye.